Hello. Nice to see you again. Thanks for popping in. Well, it's nice to be able to say, let's just get this straight off the bat. It's nice to be able to say, I no longer feel under the cosh, as it were. Boy, do I feel good at the minute. So let me give you an idea as to what's been happening. For everybody that this is an update, a full update, and for those of you that don't really know too much about what's been going on, I might do a video to sort of outline, you know, the last couple of years or something like that, but last year or whatever. But anyway, as you know, it's been a roller coaster, hasn't it? Up and down like a fiddler's elbow. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But we've managed to not get through it, but you know that at the end of the tunnel, at one point there was no light, and then there was a glimmer, and then the light just got a bit brighter and a bit brighter and a bit brighter. Well, now we're sort of, we're coming through that tunnel, and that light is nice and big, nice and big, nice and bright. So what's changed things around? Where are we? So I've had a lot of help from a lot of you guys, financial as well. That has made a huge difference. I've then managed to raise some money with the shares, as you know, and that has helped considerably. That helped put us back in the game. What firmly started putting us back in the game is, I missed an important one out before the shares, is a lot of you settling the debts. Somewhere in about now £60,000 worth of debts just settled, gone, finished. Ain't got to worry about it, gone. And that is a huge weight off my mind, that is. And then we managed to raise a bit of money with the shares, as I say. So now we've got a load of debts being settled, and we've got a little bit of money to play with. You know, from where we were, pretty much almost dead and buried. Almost. Well, we was at one point, I think. Amazing to get to the stage we are now. And now to top that off, to make things even better, to make me feel pressure's off, is I've just managed to get a bounce back loan. And now, whilst the bounce back loan it's not there to pay debts off, etc. as such, because it's there to make money with. So I've got to use that like I would an investment in order to make money, in order to pay off the people that I have to pay off that can't accept goods or whatever. So I have to be very, very careful, obviously, on what I do with the money. I can't just swap one debt for another. Although in some ways, do you know what, you know, there's just a little tinsy-wincy part of me that just wants to do that. It just wants to transfer, right, use that, pay everybody off that needs paying, and then just... But anyway, I digress. So, I've got some money off the bounce back loan. So now we are okay. We are okay. I'm not on wages, and I won't be on wages for a little while. I don't expect to be on wages. The one thing I can't do is take that money and pay myself wages with it. That would be ridiculous. So, you know, I've still got to be frugal, and I've still got to be careful with everything that I do, and I've got to make money, you know, a lot more money now, because I now owe more money. Now, I may do a separate video on this. There's something I'm still looking into with these bounce back loan things, and if something comes off, then I will definitely be doing a video, because well, there's more to come on that. Let me just say, there's more to come on that, and I may very well be able to help some of you. You know, I mean, if there's one thing I don't mean to be sound big-headed, but if there's one thing I'm good at, is doing a crash course on something that I need to do a crash course on. And I've done a crash course on this at the minute. So, with that money, I just bought a shed load of silver proofs off the Beatrix Potter shop. Couldn't say no to that. They were too cheap. Silver proofs cost 50 quid to buy. And I mean, I've just ordered one for the raffle for Rosalind. It's 50 quid to buy. All the silvers are wholesale, 50 quid to buy. But all of a sudden, the Beatrix Potter shop is selling them at 25 quid. It don't make sense. Nobody loses that much money on purpose. So you have to assume that maybe they got an even extra special deal off the Royal Mint. There's some kind of shenanigans going on. It's got to be, or they're losing 15 quid plus VAT per coin that they're selling. You wouldn't need to do that. You don't need, I mean, when you're talking about these collectible things, sort of coins especially, and the market that there is out there, you've only got to drop the price by a fiver or a tenner underneath what it would normally sell for. But you don't, underneath the wholesale price, it's just mental madness. And I told all you lot about it weeks ago, and I said to you, get on it and get as many as you can. Well, I just did the same. Now you're probably going to be thinking, oh Ian, you nightmare, why did you do that? I've got to take the best decision. I've got to do the best that I can. I've got to get maximum value. Now, you'll remember what we did with the Peter Rabbit, right? Now, regardless of what side of the fence you come down on as to the idea itself, there's one thing that that nobody can deny, is that by giving away those Peter Rabbits, we got an enormous amount of publicity, enormous amount. You couldn't have bought that publicity for the amount of money that it cost to give those 400 or whatever it was away, 450 or whatever it was away. You could not go somewhere and pay that money and get that kind of publicity. Not possible. So, two things crossed my mind. One, do the same thing with the silver proofs. Give them away, put them in circulation. Boom, 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 boom. And video doing it all around the country. Just do it myself, get on a train, do it all the way around the country, you know. Absolutely, I think, guaranteed to get in the news. So that's, you know, I was thinking about that. I mean, these are marketing ploys, marketing exercises. But what I've settled on is what I think is a better idea to get better publicity, especially across the coin community. And that is, we're going to attempt to pretty much give away a silver proof every day for as long as we can. And when I say for as long as we can, I'm looking at, like now, I'm looking at the next year. Now, I'm not saying exactly one every single day, because by doing this, it creates more work. It creates more work for Chris. I've got to be careful on how much work I load him up for, as well as loading ourselves up for. So, you know, it's likely to be at the moment about 5 silvers a week, right? So roughly speaking, around about 5, which is pretty much one a day if you don't count weekends. So 5 silvers a week now, you're going to be able to win. And they will be different silvers, but there will be Peter Rabbit after Peter Rabbit after Peter Rabbit. I'm gambling that I will make a profit on every single draw. It doesn't matter if I'm doing the same silver coin every day, it doesn't matter. Pardon me, I think that there's enough people that will just still want to get the coin anyway, that I will make a profit on every single draw. But being in the position of not being allowed to advertise my business on Facebook. So the GreatBritishCoinHunt.com, the TGBCH TV, Ostomates TV, and various other TVs and domain names that I've got, raffles, TGBCH raffles, all banned on Facebook. And that means they're also banned on Messenger. So now you can't send somebody on Messenger a message with my domain names in because they're banned. which I find to be a bit ridiculous, you know. I don't want to open the conspiracy door, but for Christ on a bike, do you know what I mean? They're all barred. Everything to do with me is barred. Type them in yourself. Hit post. It won't let you post. Type it into thegreatriccorner.com. Type it into a message just to send to your mate or something, just to test it. You'll see, it won't let you. So, and I hate blocks like that, as you know. I hate, you know, I get hit with a wall and it's like, all I can think of is how do I get around it, how do I get under it, over it. But I need to be on the other side of that wall, that's all I'm thinking. So, and as you know, there's a lot of coin groups, especially coin groups to do with Change Checker and the Royal Mint, affiliated with them, sponsored by them. You know, you've got all of these, there are certain admin group owners that are doing everything they can to delete anything to do with us and whatever. How do you get around that? Well, what if you give a silver proof away every day? And what if you give a silver proof away every day for about a year? I think what will happen is the word will just get around. I think, and this is my gamble, right? This is pure gambling on my part, but I'm gambling on what I know about supply and demand and what I know about marketing. That's what I'm gambling on. And I'm gambling on being right. I could be wrong, but I'm gambling on being right. And I think what will happen is people will just be talking about it all over and they won't be able to keep it out. You won't be able to keep it out of the coin groups and other groups, because when people start receiving those silver proofs through the post, you know, they've almost got no choice, but unless they want to hide the fact that they've won it, they've almost got no choice. They're going to go on to whatever groups they belong to and say, I just got this today, look at that. And I got it from this place. Now, if you put TGBCH raffle in a post, what I do is I do a space between each letter. T space B space T space G space B space C space H space TV. That's what I do. It's the only way you can get it, because otherwise the post won't go live. And that's why we're now doing pictures. Kate is doing pictures for us where we've got writing on the pictures, because then we can put TGBCHraffle.com on a picture and they can't block that. But if we put the domain name in a post, they block it. It's, you know, I mean, do we need all of this? I mean, I've been hampered, cajoled, bullied. It's been one problem after another, after another, after another, after another. There's nowhere near been plain sailing. But I just feel like I've stuck through it. You know, I know I can get there. I just know I can get there. And I won't give up, as you've seen. So, what I think will happen is, I think the word will just naturally get out. And this is why we've also, you might think, oh, you're cutting your chances down there a bit. If you look at the referral system that we've set up on TGBCHraffle.com is, you refer a friend, when your friend spends £1, you'll get £2.50 plopped into your account automatically. That's 2.5 entries into something or other. There's nothing for your friend. There's no enticement for your friend. There's a couple of quid in his account or anything like that, like we've done before. None of that. And the reason there's none of that is because when you invite a friend in, what they get out of the deal is they get instantly a free entry in every single raffle that's live. Just by the sheer fact that you've said to them, look, come over here. Come and have a look at this. That's what they're getting out of it. We don't need to give them an extra bonus. And you might say, oh no, that's a bad idea. No, we've had a good talk about this. And when you refer somebody to tgbchraffle.com, you're doing them a right royal favour. You really are doing them a favour, because they've now got instant access to every single raffle, one entry for free. And every raffle that comes up from now on, one entry for free. They could end up getting a gold coin. They don't have to spend any money. Like you, they don't have to spend any money. Of course, if they never spend £1, then you'll never get your £2.50. But as long as they spend £1 one day, you'll get that £2.50. Other than that, they can just carry on and carry on and carry on and carry on and carry on. At the moment, there is only a maximum of 10,000 entries for any one raffle. That's our maximum at the minute. That may change later, but that's our maximum at the minute. So I think giving away a silver coin every day, on top of everything else that we're giving away, on top of giving away a gold coin at the moment, is likely to be one a month for the gold, every 4 weeks. That's not bad going. I think the word is going to seriously get around. Seriously get around. So, that's why you don't get any extra for the person that you're referring. You do somebody a favour and you bring them over to the site, because when you bring them over, they're going to get one free entry in every single one. So it's worth telling your neighbour. It's worth telling your friends. Now, there's a part of you that's going to be thinking, yeah, but I don't want to tell anybody, because the more people that come and join TGBCH raffles, the less chance I've got of winning. And if we have less people join TGBCH raffles, then me having a free go in every single one means that I've got more chance of winning. You could take that view, I'm sure. The only problem with that view is, if we stay too small for too long, we would obviously, that side of that part of the business would go out of business. It could not sustain giving away really good stuff, right, for the period of a year. Like silver proofs every day for a year, couldn't sustain it. It's got to grow. Now at the beginning, I might be getting 50 quid, 60, 70 quid in total for the silver proofs. But after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, I'll be getting 200 quid, 250 quid, maybe 300 quid for each raffle, because there'll be so many members. So what I lose at the beginning, I make up at the end. Because you don't go from 500 members to 10,000 members in one jolt. You're picking them up along the route. And as you're picking them up, there's more and more people getting free entries, but there's also more and more people paying. So this is a really good move. And for those of you that are, if you like, sticking with us or still owed or anything like that, I'd like you to follow this. I'd like you to stick with this. This is a good move. Within a year, the amount of publicity we would have generated just by giving that stuff away is unbelievable. So you have every reason in the book to invite your neighbour in, and your friend and your brother and your cousin and anybody you can think of. Get the referral link out there, send it to people in emails, get them over, because they're going to join. As soon as your neighbour finds out about this, they're going to join. You might as well get £2.50 in your account for bringing them over. You might even be able to bring 6 people over. Imagine bringing, I mean, every one of us could bring 10 people over from our immediate friend and family. Think about that. That's 25 quid's worth of tickets for free that you could get. Just invite 10 people. And you know that there's going to be something that will suit every one of them people. Don't matter they're not into coins. We've had an iPhone up there. We're going to have some other top prizes up there as well. I've got another raffle I'm putting together from Aaron, Mental Monkey and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be some stuff there. So there's going to be all sorts of stuff. I'm going to concentrate more on coins, and especially the really tasty, nice coins that come out that everybody wants. Remember, this Friday, that's tomorrow, we give a gold coin away, Mayflower. One of only 400 minted. So, this is where we're going. This is what's happening. And I'm a few days behind on postings and one thing and another. Remember, I'm doing all the work myself, so whatever I do and whatever other lines I add or other bitses and bobses I do, it's more work. But it is all worth it, and we are getting there, and I feel so good. I mean, I feel good enough to sort of say I want to take a little bit of a break, which I might just do, have a little holiday in my garden. So I wanted you to know, I wanted to give you a clear idea that, you know, I've looked into the camera and said it's all over before now. I'm looking in the camera now and I'm going, it's game on. Oh, it's game on. To the point where there is no way I can go bust now in the next year. Not a chance. Not a chance. So, I don't think so. Something could come out of the woodwork, but, you know, never say never, but that's how strong I feel. It's like we're back. Ian's back. We are back. The team ain't back? No. But we as a business, and me, we are back. So, I got cut off there. So what you got to do? You got to invite all your friends, tell them to come over to TGBCHraffle.com and use your referral code, and you will automatically get your £2.50s prop in, which you can use on tickets. And you've got like a dashboard of referrals there. I'm sure it will start showing up so you can see if you've referred and so on. Alrighty then, so that's an update as to where we are, where we're going. I am putting an awful lot of effort into the TGBCH raffles, and at the same time a lot of effort into getting more coins sheeted up. I sent 3,000 coins off to somebody to, well, tomorrow they go, for sheeting up for me. So we're starting to get there on that, and I need to put more of those together. So I'm going to be concentrating both on eBay and TGBCH raffles and the shares. And if you've not bought the shares yet, oh, please come and buy the shares, because now I'm on my feet, or now I'm getting on my feet a bit better. The money from the shares can now start paying off other stuff, which will be brilliant. So come on in on the shares, and if you've been thinking about transferring any of your debt onto the shares, just send me a text. That's no problem at all. They're worth having. I reckon they're worth having. Even more so now, because now we're on the up. You know, there's a lot of you buying into it when I was flat out on my arse, almost dead and buried, and you were still buying into it. We ain't nowhere near that now. We are on our way now. And so now is an even better time to buy into it, because we are on our way up. Who knows, I might even sell enough shares to actually take them to court. That'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be fantastic. Anyway, so, and then we get both, see? Then we take them to court, and then they buy the domains. Win-win. Alrighty, so please come and join shares and join the raffle site and come over there. And tomorrow is the gold proof. So if you haven't got a ticket, get it now. There's only 9,000 odd tickets left. Just under 9,000 tickets left there is. Sold over 1,000 tickets. I know we ain't going to sell 9,000 by tomorrow, but that's what's available. So come over, and there's some stonking deals, last minute deals on getting some extra tickets for a voucher. You know, I think there's 40 tickets for 10 quid or something like that, or 20 tickets for 10 quid or something like that. Anyway, have a little look. And just to let you know, we've got that scratch and win on there, and that scratch and win is now every, is it 2 or 4 hours, something like that. So you can have a free go every 2 or 4 hours. It will tell you anyway when you have a go. But every couple of hours now, you can have another free go and another free go and another free go. Isn't that marvellous? All right. Thanks very much. Thanks for sticking with us. And stick with me. I'll take you to the top. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.